Hi everyone, it's Cherry Enchantress. I'm here with another pick a card reading. This time we are doing what I'm calling Charm Chapel, and this is about what will my wedding be like. So just imagine you getting married to whoever you're dreaming of. Now we're going to see what will that wedding be like. We have 3 piles here as usual. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. In the end of each pile, I'll do your charms. Pile 1 is a little set of blue. I'm just going to call this blue set, okay? And this is the purple set, okay? But even though this one's a little bit pinkish, I'd say this is a purple set. And then this one is the Gothic set. This is the heart and skulls ring plus whatever this extremely dark sapphire is. It's beautiful. But they're the Gothic set. So we've got the blue set, the purple set, and the Gothic set. Okay, so take a deep breath. Blow out your breath. Close your eyes. Open your eyes. Now let your eyes, your heart, your soul, your mind, your guides direct you to the pile that's meant for you. Let's begin. Okay, this is pile number 1 with the blue set. So this little ring with the diamonds on the side and this little rectangular ring. And every deck, every pile has a different tarot in it. So this tarot we're using, well, this pile we have the Romance Angels, and we're using the Victorian Romance Tarot plus Lenormand and 1 Kipper. All right, let's see what your Romance Angels card said. Ooh, so you've got wedding. This situation involves marriage. Well, I hope so. If you're getting married, I hope it involves a marriage. But so far, it's kind of giving me this sort of traditional feel to it. So that's nice. Let's see what else we have. So let's see what the Victorian Romance has to say. You got the Lovers, and the Lovers, this is the traditional wedding card for the Lovers. It's not the other Lovers card, which is in the same deck. That's sort of more of a passionate card. But that doesn't mean anything because this is quite beautiful and stable and steady and happy. And then we've got the 4 of Cups. So it looks like your groom is going to be quite traditionally dressed. There's a toast to him. He's much adored. Maybe he's slightly nervous, but the girls really like him. They're like, dang, now he's off the market. But he's one of those guys that I think a lot of girls are interested in, but he chose you and you're the one for him. And let's see what else. And so, yeah, you've got 4 of Wands, so that's great. This is the twin flame symbol, and it talks about a celebration. That's great. I feel like you're going to definitely have a band at your reception. It's going to be very boisterous and happy, and everybody's going to be really happy there. It's a good turnout. It's a joyful situation. Let's see what else. And you got 2 of Pentacles. So I feel like a lot of dancing also at your reception. I feel like this is definitely going to be a fun reception. A traditional style wedding with a really fun reception. And yep, it looks like you are also going to share a lot of camaraderie and have a good dinner too. A very nice dinner for all the family members. And the kids are going to be there too. People's children, maybe your own children, but definitely children will be there. So, and I feel like you will also have a traditional ring bearer and flower girls and all of that kind of thing. So let's see what the Lenormand has to say. Let's break it down a little. All right, so you got the tower. It looks like your wedding is going to be in a big building, or at least your reception will be, but a big, possible a church. It looks like a big building. And then, yes, you'll have the traditional bouquet, and maybe you will even have a bouquet of tulips. And tulips is is the flower that signifies true love, especially in the Victorian age. Also, in the Victorian age, the wedding party had to eat the flowers. So you may or may not have edible flowers. I don't know, but that would be interesting. So here you are with the beautiful bride with your rose, preparing for the day, or this is the other person watching the other party. So decide where you are in this situation. If you're the male or female, or if you're where you are in this reading. And so that's the female in the reading, or a female. And here is the main man. I feel like this will probably be a heterosexual wedding, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it will be. It just means that the energies are feminine and masculine, so that's good, So you might be a woman that has more of a masculine energy, but definitely a good mix of energies here, the good balance of the male and the female. And then we have child, so you definitely will have children in the ceremony, children at the reception too. There'll be like a fun atmosphere. It looks like, here's the castle again. It looks like in the rainbow and stars. It just looks like a really joyful, happy experience with the toys and everything. Just means like joyous. All right, and then we have the anchor, so that's really good. Anchor means solidity. This is going to last a long time, or lifetime, It's very stable, it's beautiful, it's anchored down, and this might be your only marriage, It may last for a very long time, and this will be the one that you stay with for your lifetime. And then finally, so the Kipper says so too. The Kipper has the marriage card, so it just kind of reiterates the wedding card and how this is so much very traditional. So let's see about your charms. Okay. All right, I'm going to get the tray. Hopefully I don't topple anything over. Okay, great. So let's check out your charms. All right, you have a G, an S, an L, T, an A. You have the big sack of money, so you definitely sparing no expenses. But I feel like somebody will have the money here to make this a really extravagant, special wedding. You got the tree, so maybe a bit of outdoors, but also just, could have to do with the family tree kind of thing. You got Cancer, Taurus, Virgo. Let's look on the other sides too. Practical, trustworthy, imaginative. And I love the Cancers, it's like a yin-yang symbol, right? We have Sagittarius, which is optimistic. Very nice. You've got the Eiffel Tower, so possibly could be on a foreign land, or you could be honeymooning to Paris, or some kind of flying in people from out of town maybe. You've got dream, you've got faith, you got beautiful. Dream again, a lot of dreaming, and you did a lot of dreaming to make this wedding happen, and it is turning out to be a really beautiful occasion. You got a lot of love, you've got family, you've got inspire. Like, people are really inspired by this wedding and how beautifully it's turned out. you've got faith, and you've got this, the top hat just means like the groom is definitely going to be dressed nice, so that means you will be too, because like you have this beautiful emerald stone. That means that you're just going to look gorgeous. You also have the throne, which is sort of an empress kind of thing, but it also means, you know, like a very nice sit down dinner where it's just very, like probably at a beautiful hotel or reception hall. And there's your signet, you know, your wedding ring, your engagement ring, or just the commitment, you know, that signifies the commitment. And your love is strong like a rock. And this is kind of, I think it's jade, so the jade, you know, gives it good protection. Yeah, your sit down dinner will be nice, lit by candles. I feel like the prayer hands in this has some to do with manifesting, but it could also have to do with the fact that it might be a church ceremony first. Yes, you'll have the nice car that with the traditional things hanging off of it and saying just married or whatever. Ooh, you got another Eiffel Tower, so 2 towers. And that could also mean that it's going to be in a big place, you know. You got a microphone, you're going to have the traditional you know, toast where somebody talks in the microphone about how great you guys are and so on. You've got the rose, which talks to me about the bouquet, beautiful bouquet, lots of love, lots of music. Your mom's gonna be there. You got a piano, like some beautiful music playing there. You got the taste symbol, which means a lot of good food and eating. Yep, you got a bunch of apples, so plenty of food in abundance. You got the bell, so I feel like, yeah, this signifies kind of church bells. You have kids there, 2 kids. There could be the ring bearer and the flower girl. You got stars. You got the captain's wheel that says love, 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 love. So there's a lot of love happening here, and it feels like a beautiful karmic situation that's come full circle, or that there's a beautiful cycle involved here that brings you together. Got the butterfly. Look, you have infinity, so like a very nice sort of twin flamey feeling here too. You got the heart. You've got the royal key. So really, this is sparing no expense. And I feel like maybe even afterwards, you might have the royal hotel room, whatever, to sleep in before you go off on your honeymoon. So this is kind of like a really fancy wedding here. You got fairy blessing. Yeah, the cross could signify church or Christian or something like that, or just spirit, you know. You have the house, so I feel like, yeah, the house means a place, a building, or maybe afterwards having a home together. And the cello to me symbolizes really, you know, traditional music, beautiful music. You've got the little twins, so either there's some twin children here, or this signifies twin flames, or yeah, or the traditional ring bearer and flower girl. You're going to have the bridesmaids too, sister of the bride. And here's a key that unlocks his heart and unlocks all the, you know, wonders of this occasion. Looks like a lot of fun dancing too at the reception. And through it all, you're just going to glow and be beautiful like a beautiful mermaid that you are. And here's the anchor again. So it's a very stable, beautiful union. I feel like you're going to feel really happy. It's a little bit on the, you know, extravagant side, but it's definitely going to be worth it, and you're going to feel like, oh, it's going to be a beautiful, wonderful day. So I hope you like that, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next so I don't waste all my time. Okay, and here is pile number 2 with the purple set. And each pile has a different tarot, but they all have the romance angels, and you've got the enchanted romance tarot. All right, so let's see what you got. So your romance angel, romantic angel oracle, romance angel oracle says, retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So that's great. It's like, this really looks to me like maybe an outdoor wedding, but this is definitely looking like a bride and groom, the white and the white gown and the black suit, and it just could have something to do with it being outside. All right, and let's see what else. Let's see what our tarot says. So the tarot has, you've got the Six of Pentacles. So yeah, this is kind of an outdoor theme. It looks like inside, looks like outdoors. It looks like a possible having to do with horses involved in this. It's like a give and take. It's like a flow of maybe there's somebody who's going to carry people to the reception. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself, but that's kind of what I'm feeling right there. Let's see what else. And then we have the Four of Wands. So that is your twin flame symbol there. And yeah, it's a joyous, happy occasion, but definitely could be outdoors. And then we have the Six of Wands. So yes, your beloved, it could be somebody famous, but definitely somebody who's well liked, and it, look, he's coming in on the horse. Like, there's another horse here in this picture, and I feel like maybe that might have something to do with the riding in on horses in this situation. And then we have, this is feeling a little bit more a natural, or maybe a little bit vintage, a little bit more maybe pagan, I don't know, but let's see, romantic. So we have the Nine of Cups. You're going to feel so happy, so blessed, so beautiful. You're going to feel so connected to your love, or you're going to feel connected to each other. And I feel like it's possible it might be a handfast kind of situation, not as traditional as a church wedding, but something a little bit more intimate. You're really going to feel like you're the only ones there, very close, but there will be other party. It's just feeling very intimate. And then you have the Ace of Wands, which to me this is, a very old instrument. So I hear music that's kind of ancient, old, and beautiful, like traditional fairy music. Or kind of renaissance-y, just something very beautiful that's lilting in the air that I feel kind of a knights and maidens theme here, and something very kind of old school hand fasting type thing. So then now we also have the Lenormand, and so in the Lenormand you got the park, which symbolizes to me outdoors, definitely outdoor celebration, public celebration. You have this is the heart, which is love, and then you have the two swans to me, which represents twin flames. So that's really beautiful and special. And that's why you're feeling so close and connected. That it's just you have this amazing connection with each other. There could even be swans in a lake nearby or something. I feel very like horses and flowers and nature and swans and butterflies, things in the air, that kind of feeling, just really beautiful, natural. And you got the sun, so I feel like this might be, an occasion under the sun shining on you. The sun is pointing at the 7, but the dial is pointing at the 7, but the shadow is pointing at the 6. So that's kind of interesting. So that could have something to do with it. You also got the tree, which is, I love this rainbow. This is a promise of beauty and wishes coming true. And then the tree talks about roots going down deep and a strong foundation and good health and everything in balance. And, you've got birds flying. It's going to be a really beautiful day, I think, that this happens. Let's see what else. Yeah, and so there's this little cottage. It's not the big tower, but it's a smaller, more intimate situation. So it could be in a cottage, or this could be afterwards a honeymoon, but there is sort of this sort of symbolizes a small, cozy situation, definitely. So your reception could be indoors or cozy or something like that. I feel a little bit more intimate here in this reading. And then you have the moon, which is all about romance and love. And I feel so you have the sun and the moon, which are like partners, and the moon reflects the sun, and that's also cycles of the moon. But I think also it means that it might be one of those daytime things that last until the evening kind of thing. So a beautiful daytime wedding, but generally outdoors. And then finally, the Kipper has lovers. So this kind of love is, it's the love doves. This is a little bit more natural and less extravagant, less luxurious, but definitely extremely connected and beautiful and earthy and grounded and natural and outdoorsy. All right, so let's see what your charms have to say. Shake it up, shake it up. All right, let me get the tray. Okay, spill it. All right, so you've got an H, a T, a J, you have an O, you have an S. Ooh, we have this beautiful diamond clusters. Somebody's going to look really gorgeous on their wedding day. You got a rock, that's good, very steady, stable situation. Look, you have a bow, so that really could mean a handfast, something tied. You've got the Aries, which says courageous. Oops. You've got a harp, so yeah, a lyre actually. So, maybe some traditional old Renaissance type music. You're protected, you have love, you have trust, you have family, so your family will be there. You have forever, you have beautiful, you got birds, lots of birds. Look, here's another bird. Here's a bird within this peace and love. You got dragonflies. I feel very natural theme. Here's the moon again. So yeah, definitely. Oh, you got the sun too. So sun and the moon. I feel, the sun and the moon and the stars is kind of. Oh, you got the stars. So yeah, it's like that could be endearment that you have for each other. You have a leaf. Here's something that looks a little like autumn, like pine cones, trees, some more outdoors. You might have a carriage ride that takes you to the wedding. You have dream. So this is very dreamy wedding. You got fairies. You got another tree. So family tree or outdoors, or some kind of branches. We got Leo, which means generous. So yeah, it's going to be a beautiful, generous feeling. Here's another twin flame symbol, the hearts. Here we have faith. You got the horsies. So yeah, maybe you're going to ride in on horsies. You got mermaids, so you're going to look so gorgeous. You've got a flower, some more natural themes, and leaves. You got Pisces, which is intuitive, and Aquarius, which is friendly. Top hat, so you will be dressed nicely, you got the yin yang, so there's more connectivity here. Oh my gosh, you got the unicorn. So I feel like that means definitely a really special person, that a divine masculine, definitely twin flame. It could also mean this is like a fantasy kind of wedding, fantastical, magical. You got a starfish, so, and peace and love. Oh, and you got you got two diamonds, like, so really beautiful. You got the little pumpkin, so that could mean fall or kind of a Cinderella type wedding. You got cherries. Um, you got this golden snowflake, the little tiny key, some more ribbons and bows here. So I feel like, yeah, definitely knotting, tying the knot, the leaf. You got a starfish, another mermaid, super beautiful. You got the captain's wheel. It's just great because the wheel of fortune is good luck and karma coming full circle. So you got the ropes. Definitely I'm feeling a hand fasting kind of situation. You've got this puzzle piece. The missing piece in their life. You got some leaves. You got this little fairy wand. So I feel like a very fairy, fantastical. You've got ballet shoes, so definitely dancing is going to happen. And you've got Capricorn and ambitious, and pine cones. So maybe fall, definitely. And birds, and more music. And the citron chip, which is like blesses everything. And yep, it's blessed. And look, you get the hot air balloon. Maybe you'll be taken off in a hot air balloon after it's all done. So I think that's really beautiful. So I'm going to quickly go on to the next because I don't have too much time, but I hope you enjoyed that. Okay, and last but not least, we have the Gothic pile. I just thought that was the best way I could describe this pile, the set of rings. And every pile gets a different tarot, and you got the Illuminati tarot. And so let's see first what your romance angels has to say. Romance angel says, let your friends help you. Ask for support and help from others. And so here's the bride getting ready for this big day. It looks like you'll definitely have a lot of friends involved in this, making this wedding, making it happen. They're all going to surround you and be loving and supportive, so that's good. Or at least the bride and whoever's watching this, put yourself in whatever position you see yourself. You could be the friend, or you could be the groom and a male, or you could be the female partner that's not in the white dress. You decide to wear a tuxedo instead. So you just decide where you see yourself. But anyway, there's going to be a lot of friends in this situation helping out. Let's see what the Illuminati tarot has to say. Ooh, okay, so it looks like there's the King of Swords here. And, he's a very honest, forthright man and very dressed to the nines, like really dressed up nicely. So this could be the groom. And then you have Three of Cups, so definitely a beautiful, happy celebration, like full of joy, lots of colors, exciting and joyous. And then we have the Six of Cups. So, there'll be children there for sure. There'll be also this kind of nostalgia, camaraderie. I feel like, though, because this is Illuminati and the colors are so vibrant and exotic looking, there's this sense of exoticness in this location and how you'll get married. There's something a little bit different, eccentric, and exotic about it. And then we have the Four of Wands, so that's great. The Four of Wands, again, is the twin flame symbol, and look at this building, like, it looks like in a foreign land, it looks like someplace unusual and very highly decorated and different, and you're dressed very beautifully, but also very kind of exotically. Let's see what else. And then we have the Princess of Cups. So this could be the bride, and it's the cups is just a lot of love. You're dressed very flowing and gorgeous, and it could be by a seaside kind of thing. So wedding by a seaside, or definitely some kind of. It feels very just unusual, exotic, bright. maybe in a traveling situation, or could be maybe in a cruise kind of situation, or just a foreign land, you know, like far away. So let's see what the Lenormand has to say. So we've got, oh yeah, see, we have this ship. So that definitely means some kind of traveling involved. And I don't think this is just afterwards for the honeymoon. I feel like you got a few people there. I feel like the wedding could actually happen on a ship or a cruise or a boat or even a plane or something exotic, you know, something a little bit unusual. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, and the key. The key opens this, you know, cage, and it opens, you know, all the possibilities and secrets and thoughts and feelings. So this is going to be like letting loose all these interesting, cool ideas and creating a really unusual and special kind of day. And then we have the compass. So the compass is the answer, 42, and it's either pointing north or south. And according to the other cards, we can see where it's pointing. It looks like it's pointing to this location here. And we see what the other cards are saying. You know, I feel like, but compass is, you know, helping you direct. It's like your GPS. It's like helps you get there, right? So being on the boat and watching for directions on which way to go. And then you got the ring. So definitely you'll have a ring, or you'll exchange rings. And so that part at least will be traditional, but the kind of ring you have might be a little bit different. And here we have the ruby, and ruby was known to be buried underneath the foundation to make the foundations of buildings be secure. And so this really symbolizes a secure relationship, a secure marriage that's happening here. And then we have we've got the star. So it's kind of like more directional things, you know. The star is, let's see which way the compass is pointing. So the compass is pointing towards, yeah, if we have it upright this way, the compass could be pointing somewhere between Sagittarius and Scorpio, depending on, or it could be pointing below. But the stars are another way to guide. You know, astrology can guide you, but the stars are saying you made a wish and your wish is now coming true, kind of thing. So this is like a wish, fantasy, also another fantasy wish kind of wedding that's actually coming true, and it feels really amazing. You have the rider, and then here's some more rainbows. So everything is aligned, you know, like everything is working out great. And this is talking about messaging and moving, but it also talks about, you know, not being in a loop anymore of the carousel. Now you're flying free. So whoever you're marrying, it's going to feel really good and free, like a very joyous kind of feeling, like up and onward, like ready to soar. Like you got this soaring kind of feeling here with this person. And let's see, finally, yeah, from the Kipper you got journey. So this is some kind of special journey. It could be a marriage even on a train or a plane or a boat or something, but definitely movement. A lot of movement is going on in this kind of wedding here. So that's really interesting. Let's see what your charms have to say. Okay, let me get my tray. All right, let's see what we got. We've got T, D, M, W, S. You got the mermaid, which means just like looking so beautiful. Definitely the feminine here, female might be looking like just gorgeous. You got the bowler cap, which is also looking, the male looking very nice and dressed up, and maybe a little bit different because he's got the bowler cap instead of a top hat. Then we got hope and love and family and blessed and namaste and beautiful. Look how beautiful you are. You're so graceful and miracle. This is like a miracle wedding here, and it's gonna last forever, this marriage. And oh, here you got Jack Skellington. So somebody definitely is a little bit unusual, and that goes great with the Gothic rings, doesn't it? And then we have the sun and the moon, which is like twin flames. You have the lucky clover. You've got Scorpio, which is passionate. You've got Libra, which is charming. You've got Gemini, which is intelligent. You've got the arrow, the little Cupid's arrow, so I feel like very sweet. You got this rock, so really solid kind of situation. And despite the fact that it's unusual, it's definitely going to be solid. Look, you got the boat, so I feel like definitely it could happen on some kind of trip somewhere, some kind of moving vehicle. You've got the rider here too, so yeah, a lot of movement in this situation. And you got the stepping out with the shoes. You're someone very special, and you could be the dragon. The dragon is very rare here, and the dragon, could be your sign in Chinese astrology. You got some shells, a monkey, star, another star. Look, you got the twin flame symbol with the two flowers and the heart. You've got angels watching over you. You got some flowers and stars. Oh, you got a reindeer, so maybe this will happen closer to Christmas. You got a mask. It could actually have like a masked ball kind of thing going on there. Here you have the plane, so more travel, could happen in an airplane, or travel, flying has something to do with it. You've got fairies, more fairies. The book of love. This could mean the Bible, it could be some kind of wedding vows, that's been worked out. You have the cross, so it could still have sort of a Christian feeling to it, or at least spirituality for sure. You got fork, so you're definitely going to eat. You're going to have some kind of reception maybe, or food. Here you have the ring, so definitely promise and a solid kind of commitment. You got birds. You have pineapples. That just sounds exotic to me. You've got the beautiful heart. Some more shells. Lots of shells. So maybe you'll stop at a beach somewhere. Yeah, you got the starfish. Here you go. Tons. Look at all these twin flame symbols. You got the two hearts together. You have the infinity symbol too. You have the anchor, which means like really solid, stable relationship, but it could have to be something to do with this ship. So maybe it's a cruise, and when it anchors, you go into ports and different ports. And so you might get married on the boat and go to different ports, and then visit the beaches while you're there. I don't know, this is coming to me. And then you have this beautiful snowflake. So maybe actually in cooler weather, or it'll feel cool to you, the outdoors. Maybe at Christmas time, or during the winter. Because you have you have a snowman here. And let's see, you got the Pegasus. So like, beautiful flying feeling. Some more flying going on here. You got the turtle, so I feel like more beach themes. Frog is lucky. You got turtle, another turtle. You've got the comedy tragedy, which could be like a performance or show or play. Maybe things to do, fun things to do on the boat trip, And there would definitely be some kind of entertainment and music. And just a lucky feeling, like this is going to go really well, this whole situation. You've got some more shells, and look at that tropical tree. So I feel like this could definitely be a tropical paradise kind of situation. But symbols of Christmas or winter, that too. And then you have the house. So you know, it could be like an indoor situation, or this could mean that afterwards you definitely are headed to a home that you'll share together, kind of thing. Wow, so I hope you like that, you guys. Some beautiful readings and charms, and thank you all for, you know, being supportive of me and making such beautiful comments all the time and coming out to my lives and supporting me there. You're just really beautiful people, and I really appreciate you. And so please feel free to check out the links in the description box. If you're one of the people that haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.